I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 40.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
This guy's not going anywhere. Doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
This does put a smile on my face.
Pick up for it. Fires to the end zone.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing all right today. Spencer will not be with us that I know of. Haven't heard from him this morning, so we hope all is well with him. I accidentally hit his intro. Oops. But that's all right. We do have Mr. AT with us this morning. How are you doing, AT?
Doing good, Mr. Icebox. How you doing there, brother?
Phew, it is just kind of one of them days, brother. It's just one of them kind of days. I'll tell you what. But anyways, today is December the 14th. Guys, you got 2 weekends. This weekend and next weekend to get your Christmas shopping done, buy the lovely wife something, or them sweet kids. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got 2 more weekends, and I know it's going to be crowded. So, guys, get out there early. I'm hitting it early tomorrow myself. But anyways, roll tide to Mr. Jones, B. Jammin, Stephen Hicks, William Bryant, Todd Coburn. Let's see who else is on here so far that's said anything. Roll tide to everybody. All right, guys, we're going to get right into it. This is going to be interesting. I've got the list right here. All right, results from last week. All right, you guys ready for this? All right, Nick Saban Jr. is still standing at 15. He didn't get to play last week. Mr. George, you're still sitting at 21. All right, Mr. Stephen Hicks, you got 1 last week. You are sitting now at 23. Let's see here. I think the next one's going to be probably me. Yeah, I am sitting at 21. Let's see. The next one, and Mr. Roll Tide Rise Up, and if he gets to watch the show later, he's sitting at 14. William, sorry, brother, but you didn't get any of them last week. You are sitting at 20. Let's see. Now we're going to start getting into the leaders, or the people that are really tight right here. Todd Coburn, you are sitting at 26. Let's see here. Ken, you're still sitting at 15. All right, we'll just go right here. Mr. Jones, you are sitting at 26. Spencer, you are sitting at 28. And let's see here. Jeff Stapleton, you are sitting at 31. AT is sitting at 32. B. Jammin is sitting at 32. Benjamin got 3 last week. AT got 2. And Jeff Stapleton got 3. Oh, y'all really want to see that? What's on the shirt? There you go.
I
Me and my
love it.
dog.
I love that shirt, man. That is so cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me and my dog. Yeah, we like to talk a lot about you fellas. But anyways, that's where your standings are. So right now your leaders are AT and B Jamming. Followed up, I believe, by Jeff Stapleton, Spencer, and Mr. Jones, I believe. That's the way it looks to me. So, anyways, you guys are really good right now. You're really standing in the running. Uh, it's going to be a tight race. And what we decided to do today, seeing how we didn't have any Bama game, we are picking from the bowls. And what the results is going to be. Hey, good morning to you, Gabe. Uh, one of them will be played today. Some of them are going to be played throughout the week, and we wanted to get a good game schedule in here for you guys to pick from. And I really like this because now you're going to have to really think about that spread. It wasn't too hard picking with Alabama and the SEC and stuff like that, teams that we really knew a lot of. But this week, we're going to pick 4, and we got 4 teams that we picked from. And we'll be back on again next Saturday. And next Saturday, I believe, really starts the playoffs. So we'll get into that next Saturday. But this week, I found some interesting games that we can pick from. AT, what else you got before we get started?
Again, guys, it's a lot of fun. B jamming tied up with me last week. I'm giving him a little bit of hope before I choke him down and let him take his dreams away. B jamming, you had a great year, brother, but you're gonna lose this week, so it's okay. Just have fun with it. You hung around with me, and Mr. Icebox, I appreciate you letting me come on here and have fun with you like this. But Alabama didn't make the playoffs. We're all tick-tocked about that, but let's have fun with the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah, well, we still got one Alabama game to go. It'll be the bowl game, but I may talk a little bit about that, but I want to get everybody's pick in. Let's see. Yeah, you've got 31. That's what I got for Jeff Stapleton. Stephen Hicks is calling for a revote. Hey, I am too, brother. I am too. Oh, Lord. But yeah, Jeff Stapleton, you got 31. Did I not say it? 31? What did I say? 30? But yeah, he's got 31.
I thought you said 31.
Yeah, I thought it did too. All right. We're going to go on ahead. Regulate the results. Man, okay. If it was that way, I'd be winning right now, brother.
That's for damn sure. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
All right, it's an interesting game here, and I really want to see what. And this is what the essence of Pickem Show is about. Can you win by the spread? That's the main thing. Share the light. Hey, good morning to you, buddy. So we're going to pick Memphis and West Virginia. West Virginia hadn't played all that great this year. I'm gonna go ahead and start off AT. And anyways, West Virginia hadn't done all that great this year, but they are a bigger type school, and they are playing Memphis. Right now, West Virginia is sitting at 6-6, just barely bowl eligible. Like I said, they ain't done too good. Memphis is sitting at 10-2. Okay. Memphis has won 7-0 in their away games. West Virginia is just 3-4 at home. Okay. Memphis is picked to win by 4.5 points. They need to win by 5. Make sure I get that out there right. And that's the pick, okay, for that one. I will be honest with you, how in the world are you going to say that Memphis could beat West Virginia, seeing how you should have more elite football players in these schools? But ain't that way nowadays. Everybody's through transfer portals and this and that. I mean, look at Vanderbilt, what they've done. I spread peanut butter. Does that count? No, sir, don't. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Picking wise, using your brain, or my brain, and well, let's put it this way. I'm scraping the bottom of the list, so take it as it counts. But I'm picking Memphis in this game. I believe they'll beat West Virginia by 5 points, but that's just me. And pick who you want. That's what this game is about. All right, AT, what do you got on this game?
Well, Rich Rodriguez, to me, he's been sort of a downhill coach here for the last so many years. Teams are okay, they're good, they're not been anything special like you just got through speaking about. They should be uh, an easy pick against what Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis has given them 5-0 instead of the other way around. So Memphis is picked to win this game by 5 over West Virginia teams. That right there tells me a lot about what Memphis has been able to do, even though their record's different. And I get all this. I think Memphis will come in the game with a little bit to prove because West Virginia's supposed to be this, supposed to be that. And like you said, they're 6-6. But ever since Rita, thank you, Miss Rita Rodriguez, for taking him up there. You didn't like Alabama. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The Alabama fan does, but I'm going to take Memphis also. I think Memphis is going to win this game, and I'm thinking probably almost by 2 touchdowns, maybe 11, maybe 12. So I'm taking Memphis, guys.
Well, the thing of it is, Memphis is, they got football players up there. There's
Yeah.
no doubt, and I really think that they'll get over there and, they're playing and they're in a bowl game. And I believe they will try to show out and just try to show up on West Virginia. That's nothing but how's the word to put it? A feather in their cap, for lack of better words. So I really think Memphis is going to get out there and show out and really, really just run away with this. I say they win at least by 7. Easy, I think. But anyways, they're pick number 1. All right. Pick number 2 is going to be Tulane versus Florida. Florida is 7-5. Tulane is 9-4. They are 4-2 away, and Florida is 5-2, and that's at home. All right. So Florida is picked to win by 14 points. Make this decision real careful, guys. This one right here can catch you. Go ahead, AT.
All right, so Tulane is in this game, and of course they're playing Florida, like he said. Florida's a 14-point favorite. The problem with Florida, the only problem I have with Florida about this game is Lagway is a young quarterback, and young quarterbacks can be, I don't know, lack of better, schizophrenic. And they come out there and they can be the greatest thing, or you start them off if you give them confidence early, like you always hear, short passes and get them going, they'll do good. Lagway don't seem to have a confidence issue, just he's a young man. And so I was looking at what's been going on, for the last 5 games at Florida and the last 5 games for Tulane. Tulane got beat by Memphis by 10 points. And of course, Memphis is playing today. One of our things. That was part of my reason why I took Memphis. And that's the reason why I'm sitting there talking myself into it now. We'll probably go with Florida on this. That's only one of the games I ain't real sure about because the points fair being 14. But Mr. Lagway, excuse me, we all know Florida's gotten better since Lagway come in and he sort of turned around because everybody knew Napier was fired. I thought he was gone, and I thought Lane Kiffin was going to be there. Go ahead.
No, you're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I thought, Lane Kiffin will be there next year, and Napier's gone. And all of a sudden, Lagway comes in there, and he's like a world saver for him, and he turns the program around almost by himself. You look at the last 5 games: Florida State, Ole Miss, LSU, Texas, and UGA. Well, of course, they beat Florida State. I beat Florida State. Florida State, I'm glad it happened to them. They beat Florida State by 20. They beat, guys, Ole Miss. That was at home, though. They beat Ole Miss 24-17. That's part of the reason why Ole Miss didn't make the playoffs. They beat LSU by 11. They lost to Texas by, 32. Yeah, they lost. Texas beat them by 32. Georgia beat them by 14. So they're 0-2 their last 2 games. And of course, Texas, Georgia, 2 of the better teams in the country. Even you can look at it for all you want to. Florida wasn't going to beat them this year because they're 2 of the best. They're just strong on both sides of the ball. But I look for Florida to put up a lot of points against a Tulane defense. I just don't think Tulane's got the horses. They're going to put up a lot of points. The only question is, can Tulane put up the same and stay within 14 points. Jim, you turn the page and not this is what I got to say. Tulane's quarterback, I was looking at him a while ago, Mensa, I think I ain't pronounced his name. He's had a hell of a year. He's thrown for 22 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. So he's done, they've done pretty good. But I think Florida has just got one more athlete than Tulane, maybe. I guess there's two more athletes. There's a couple players on defense that I've been watching for Florida that's been doing a lot better. And they're coming along as part of the reason Lagway never doing better. Lagway's the biggest difference. But I'm going to go with I know everybody else is not going to. I'm going with Florida to win this game by, or at least 3 touchdowns. So I'll take Florida. I'll give the 14, and I'll take Florida.
All right. Sounds good. Good reasoning. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going the opposite way. I got to make some ground here. So if there's any team that I'm going to try to get upset on this one, it's Tulane.
Yeah.
I think Tulane being kind of hungry after they lost to Memphis, I figure they might just, especially, excuse me, guys, we're seeing how they're 4-2 away. And Florida is 5-2 at home, and I get it. They've gotten better, and I understand all that. Jeff Stapleton says even the offensive line's gotten better. I think that they will at least hang with them enough that they will stay within that 14 points. They might lose by 13. I'll go that route. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to have to pick Tulane on this one.
That ain't a bad pick. I mean, that's why I said I was talking myself into Florida while I was talking. Back to that 14 points is right on that ledge where you're teeter-totter. Anything, that's the perfect point spread.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
And that's what this game is all about. I know we get lost into it, like I said before, into the Alabama stuff, and it kind of really throws everybody off. Rags, hey Rags, if you want to come on, man, just come on. We're just sitting here talking, have a little bit of fun if you want to. All right, we will move on to. Let me see who I've got here. Let's go with this one because I think this is a really important game today. Navy versus Army. Okay. Navy, don't know much about them. Army, I know they're doing great this year. Right now, Navy is sitting at 8-3. Army is sitting at 11-1. Army is picked to win by 6 points. And guys, if you are curious, and everybody like I am, I love the military games. Navy versus Army, it ain't gonna get no better than that. Not in the military. So I'm going to happen to go with. Well, before I tell you, it's coming on at 3:00 today Eastern on CBS, so it'll be a good game to watch. So, anyways, y'all go check that game out today, and it starts today. And the very last game that we're picking will end Friday, guys. So we won't know full results until Friday night, okay? But that's the way it is this week. And then, like I said, we get into the playoffs, so then we can move forward on that. All right. My pick on this game right here, I mean, why not? I'm picking Army. They've been strong all year long. I don't see them slacking off any. You know how the military is. Each one of these is going to be playing for pride. But I think Army is going to be too much, so I am taking Army. Go ahead, AT.
It's going to be hard for me to
That's
pick
your cue, brother.
That's going to be hard. That's what I'm saying. You didn't see my pointing behind my head here. Y'all see who I got up behind there. My dad was in the Navy. He served in World War II, so it's hard for me to go against Navy like it is hard for me to go against Alabama. Navy's getting 6 points. Army has had the better year record-wise. It makes it, that it does make it hard. I know there's people on here, and people on here that know a lot more about this game than I do, and so I just Navy. I mean, I don't talk a lot about Navy, but again, I keep up with them a little bit, not much as I should, but my heart goes with Navy. Army's had a hell of a year, excuse my language. They've had a real good year. They've had a real good year, and like you said, they're 11-1. They're 11-1. And Navy lost 3 games, and I just can I take a mulligan?
No.
That game, I tell you, man, I just,
Tough at it.
yeah, Rags, what he
Yeah,
was,
yeah, and you got to take the point spread in mind too now.
yeah, that's why I hard at Rags. Little roll, Mr. Rags and Fitness, what he thought about that. Yeah, I like to hear what he had to say about that. But I've written it down. It's hard. Oh Lord, I can't do it. I'm going to go with Navy, man. I'm going to take the points of Navy. I just cannot get past.
You sure? Because I can erase it real quick.
I'm going to stay with Navy. I took them. I don't going to go the other way. I figure everybody going to go Army on this, especially B jamming, because this would be a good one to go with. Be good, especially this. Like I said, this would be a good one for B jamming to get ahead of me on.
I agree with Steven. Marine Corps needs a team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they do. Go Air
Well,
Force and Rags.
that is a Marine Corps, is the Navy.
Yeah, well, Marine Corps is part of the Navy.
Yes, sir. Part it's
They are, yeah, they're supported. I don't know how you want to call it, Marines or Marines to me. Navy's Navy.
yes, sir. I agree with that. It's like Navy SEALs. They're all big bad boys.
Beat jamming so far because now you got to remember beat jamming's right there.
He's
Jamming, yeah, he's picking Memphis, he's picking Florida, he's picking Army. He's trying to jump one ahead of you.
Yeah, he
All
took
right.
Army instead of Navy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be a good one to pick because of the record. But again, I think there's something about this that I've been reading on. I looked at what Navy and Army and all that. I just think Navy's going to stick within that 6 point range. I'm talking, it's a 3 point game to me. I think Navy stays there. Navy might not beat them, but I think they stay within that 6 point.
What about Air Force? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Air Force playing. If they are, it's not in a bowl game. That's the reason why we didn't pick anything else. All right, it comes down to number 4. Okay, number 4 is going to be Indiana versus Notre Dame. Okay, all right. I believe this is going. Well, where else are they going to play this game at? It's going to be up here somewhere. Guarantee you that. All right. Notre Dame is picked to win by 7.5 points. Okay. Which means they have to win by 8. All right. Right now, Indiana is 11-1. They are 8-0 away. Notre Dame is 11-1. They too are 5-1 at home. I believe that's right. So, where do I go with this one? I'm going to go to AT first and see what he's got to say. Hey, good morning to you, Nick Saban.
Hey, Junior. Good morning, brother. How you doing? I think Notre Dame will absolutely wipe the floor with them. It ain't gonna be by fourth quarter. Everybody be going home. Indiana had a great year, and Kurt Signetti coached, under Nick Saban. And Nick Signetti, he's a great coach, but what he's got to play with out there at Indiana is not what Notre Dame has. Notre Dame, they're a very good team. I don't like the fact they're independent, and in the playoffs. I don't like independence. I want them in a conference, but they're there. So I don't get my druthers on that. But I'm going Notre Dame on this. And if the point spread, what is it? Point spread's 8. If the point spread was 18, I'd still go Notre Dame. I'm serious. I don't think Indiana's going to hang with them.
Huh. That's interesting. I think they'll hang with them better than that, though.
No.
All right.
That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I just don't happen to. I can't go against you on that one. Notre Dame is going to be the better team this time, no doubt about it. I hate that for Indiana. They are we picking all the bowl games? The good ones we are. The good ones we are. And from what we've seen this week, I'm going to explain it to you, NSJ. We pick Memphis and West Virginia. Tulane versus Florida. We're picking Navy and Army because that's a sentimental game, and I love that game. And Indiana versus Notre Dame. Now, next Saturday, we'll start, and even though we've got Indiana Notre Dame, which is a playoff game. But we will pick up the playoffs again next Saturday. And yes, any bowl games that we want to pick, they will be thrown in there next Saturday. But right now we've got at least 2 bowl games this week, and we've got the Army-Navy game. So those are pretty good picks. Nobody's got what I call real hard into it except for AT on the Navy game. But this way, now you really see what the point spread and how you can quickly lose points on this one. Okay. All right. Where were we at? The Notre Dame game. All right. You picked Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame will beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Well, it's an 8-point spread. Indiana, there's no really home field advantage in this game. I don't believe. I don't care that. I know my lights show up like that. That's cool.
You know that game's at Notre Dame, right?
Do what?
That game's at Notre Dame, right?
I don't know.
It's a home game in the playoffs. So that's the first. Don't they get the?
I do think so. Yep. If they do,
I think it's at Notre Dame. That's the reason why I'm picking them to win by more than probably 3 touchdowns. But I'm just.
Hang on a second. Let's just see something real quick. Okay, they're ranked number 7. They're 5th. So yeah, it will be played at Notre Dame. There we go. All right. But yeah, I'm going to pick. Man, I really could use some points here.
You better not go Indiana, then. That's all I can tell you.
I know. I feel like I got you on the Tulane, Florida. I do. I feel like I got you on that one. I really need some points. I'm going to go Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you're far enough behind. That's a good pick.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep. I agree with you. What's it going to do? Hurt me?
Yeah, the main one on here that I have the forward pick. The one I'm worried about the most would be Navy. Simply because Army and Navy are Alabama, Auburn.
Yeah.
And if Army comes out and they're fired up and they hit the ground running as hard as they can, they could get away from Notre Dame. They could get away from Navy quick. If Navy comes out fired up and holds them early, I ain't worried about it. But if Army comes out quick and gets that jump, that could be the difference in the story. If they start quick, then Navy's in trouble. If they start even and they both come out fired up, then I'll be okay.
Well, Jeff's sitting there saying that home field advantage matters, and it does. But we're talking about now to the nitty gritty, and you're talking about playing for pride when you're talking about Indiana and Notre Dame. That's my point there. All right. Well, I'm at it. NSJ, you're sitting at 15, brother. Anyways, I'm going to go over the picks again and all the information. And if you don't mind, guys, pick all 4 of them, and please put them all together just like William did right there. Memphis, Tulane, Notre Dame, and Army. That way it makes it a whole lot easier on me when I go back to count the scores. I had to go back on Steven, and I finally found his. But anyways, here we go. The first pick is Memphis versus West Virginia. Apologies, folks. Memphis is 10-2. They're 7-0 away. West Virginia is 6-6. They are 3-4 at home. Memphis has picked to win this game by 4.5, which means they need to win by 5 points. AT picked Memphis, and I also picked Memphis. Tulane versus Florida. Tulane is 9-4. Florida is 7-5. Tulane is 4-2 away, and Florida is 5-2 at home. Florida's picked to win by 14 points. AT picked Florida. I picked Tulane. Let's see. Navy versus the Army. Navy's 8-3. Army is 11-1. Army is picked to win by 6. AT picks Navy, and I picked Army. All right. The last pick is Indiana versus Notre Dame. Both of them come in here with 11-1 records. Indiana is 8-0 away, and Notre Dame is 5-1 at home. Should make for a very interesting game. AT picked Notre Dame. I picked Indiana just to be a little different and hopefully gain a point on whoever picks Notre Dame. That would help me out, especially going into the playoffs next Saturday. So, guys, put your picks in, and good luck to you. We'll see what happens. Remember, this is a Pickem game by the spread. This is why I really like today. I know it seems kind of slow and mellow because we don't have Alabama, but this is what this game really would teach you a lot. Really will. All right, AT, you got anything else for today, brother?
No, sir, not really. Like I said, I'm enjoying this, having a lot of fun with him coming on here with you and these guys and everything, talking a bunch of stuff. Jeff Stapleton, Nick Saban Jr., Justin Summerlin, MFR Jones, B. Jammin. I hope you lose the Army game. Other than that, the guys, it's a lot of fun. I really have, the competition is for fun.
Yep.
And like most guys, I love competition. That's all I got, man. I appreciate you letting me come on and have fun with you.
All right, sounds good. Rags, if you're still on here, and Nick Saban Jr., if you're still on here, I will get in touch with you guys this week and see if you want to help me kick off the real meat of the playoffs, even though we do have a playoff game in here. But I'll see if I can't get you guys to come on with me next week, and let's see what happens. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We're not going to linger around today. Like I said, I don't know what's wrong with Spencer. I wish him well. I hope he's doing all right. But I hope the rest of y'all remember 2 weekends, guys. 2 weekends. That's all you got. Get out there and get your Christmas shopping done as quick as you can. All right. Is that all you got, AT?
That's it, brother.
All right, guys, I wish you luck on your picks today. You watch the games. We will not know final results until next Friday night. You know how that goes. That's just the way it is this time of year. Love playing flag football. I got you, buddy. So, anyways, make sure you come back with us next Saturday. We want all new picks, and we'll get started in the playoffs. So let's have some fun. Let's see if you can gain some ground on AT. At least 1 or 2 games, guys. Give it your best shot. So, anyways, y'all take care and roll tide. Y'all take care of yourselves.
You have got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why,